What's up, Graveyard Shift family? We're here back again at the Marietta Confederate Cemetery. But on this shift, we're trying to get in contact with 19 former slaves that are buried here in this cemetery. It's interesting because the marker actually says that this is one of the few slave burial grounds that is inside of a majority white cemetery located in Georgia. Now, don't let me get the line with my history and stuff. Let me actually read the placard to y'all. Hold on, let's see what it says. So it says, this is the only slave burial ground in any major white Georgia cemetery. Here, 19 Christian slaves and freed persons of Marietta Christians were buried in unmarked graves between 1848 and 1866. Only 4 have been positively named. And these are their graves, these little stones here with these markers kind of mapping out the area. 19 former slaves that are literally surrounded by Confederate soldiers. I think that that's definitely interesting, and I would love to hear how the spirits feel about their final resting area. How do you guys feel? All my shifters out there, my empaths, my mediums, how do y'all feel? What type of energy are you guys getting? As you can see, people have come and, left flowers, put flowers on the individual markers. These stones don't have names. They're all unmarked graves. Only 4 people have been identified out of the 19 buried here. So it'd be really cool if we can hear the stories of everyone resting here. What's going on, Graveyard Shift family? I feel like Mr. Rogers. We come in, sit on his couch, take off his shoes and switch his shoes. For all my international viewers, if you don't know who Mr. Rogers is, you gotta Google it. But yeah, Graveyard Shift family, this is a very, very interesting shift. The energy does not feel bad at all. Like, I feel, airy, nothing feels dark, heavy, out of breath. None of those feelings that I've had in other cemeteries and other areas. I feel really good. So this is a former slave burial ground. That's so... I'm from Texas. So I grew up in the South, man. I grew up around racism my whole life. And I remember that I never really went to a plantation until I started doing the show Ghost Brothers. So I used to always hear about slavery and all that stuff, but it was just a different feeling stepping foot on a plantation, right? But being here in a slave burial ground, it just gives you chills just to know that the people lying here, that the lives that they lived, who knows? Who knows? Who could imagine? You can't imagine. We're 200 some years removed. You can't imagine what people went through during that time. So, like we always do with the Graveyard Shift, we like to sit down and speak to those who have not been spoken to in a long time and love to hear their side, their story, their perspective. We come in love, peace, and harmony. I'm kind of like the paranormal Oprah, if you would. Nope, I can't call myself Oprah. There's this reality show girl back in the day called Popra, but I'm the paranormal Oprah. And I like to come here and talk to those who haven't been talked to. So please feel free to that loud train or whatever it is, horn that is passing by. But please feel free to talk to me. I come in peace. We gonna let that pass by. That's a train. Like every time we start trying to get good, man, we always get hit with the outside influences. But yes, my name is Dalen. I come in peace, love again, and I would love for you guys to talk to me. Know that I can hear you through this box and through this machine. These cannot hurt or harm you. It's a train, guys. All right, we had to let that train go by, y'all. That was a long train, but we're back. All right, spirits of those that are resting here, feel free to talk. Here we go. My name is Dalen. Hello. Is there anyone here that would like to talk to me? You bet. I would love to talk to one of the 19 former slaves that's buried here. Are any of you here willing to talk to me? You feel it? What is your name? So let me tell you, before we even get started, a lot of the times I can't hear your answers until I go home and listen again. So if I miss your responses, don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm just keeping the conversation going. Can you tell me how many of you all are buried here? We're together? How many of y'all are together? The sign says it's 19. How do you guys feel being buried in this cemetery? Sad. Why do you feel sad? The way they treat us? How were you treated? You said slave? So even in the afterlife, are you still being treated unfairly? Are you being treated unfairly in this cemetery? Do you feel protected in this cemetery? Now? Would you prefer to be moved to another cemetery? That said Mary Ellen. So are you protected in this area? Rosemary's back. But we're not about to let this shift be about Mary Ellen or Rosemary. This shift is about you guys. So can you tell me?
This bank is only available in the professional version.
Y'all, that was the app. I was like, dang, they were talking full sentences? So can you tell me about life when you were living? What type of work were you doing when you were alive? Can you tell me one thing you remember from your time being alive?
No.
Wow. Oh, wow. Why do you say no? Do you not want to talk about that time? What would you like to talk about? Did you ever have any happy times? Was your time alive during slavery as bad as history makes it? Were you married? Did you have children? Sound like somebody said dad. How many children did you have? Do you know the name of the family? What was the name of the family that you worked for? Did the plantation you work on, how were you treated? Were you able to have peace once you passed away? I think so. How did you pass away? This ain't hung. Did you say you were hung? What is the last memory you have of being alive? Yeah, you. Said what memory? Is there like one spokesperson, one representative, one person that can speak for all the slaves here? What is your name? It's that deep voice. Who is the gentleman with the deep voice? Yes, you. What's your name? Is the gentleman with the deep voice still here? Are you around me? It said, yeah. Are you behind me? Do you come in peace? Is your name Walter? Were you called Walter? The spirits. Is there someone behind me on this side? There is. What is that person's name? Is he a part of the 19 slaves or someone else? Whoever's behind me, what is your name? Stop, you're scaring me? Exactly. He's scared, like, exactly. Who's behind me? Is whoever behind me, is he a former slave that's buried here? Is the gentleman with the deep voice still around? Walter. Y'all, I keep seeing stuff walking around me. I'm not even, y'all know I don't play around with stuff like this. Like, I don't lie. Like, I don't exaggerate. I don't do none of that. And you all can tell by the responses, it said, you're scaring him. Like, they're noticing. There's somebody standing back here, and there's somebody walking over here. But I don't know if they're the spirits of former slaves or other people that are buried here. Mind you, we are in a Confederate cemetery. So there could be a whole lot of white folks just standing around watching my black ass in the middle of this slave burial ground. I don't know. It feels interesting. I don't feel anything negative. For sure, I can say that. I don't feel anything negative. But I do feel like something is watching. It's a lot of like watchful eyes. So all my empaths, my sensitives, my mediums, please tell me what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're hearing, because I'm reading the comments. I'm always reading the comments. Paranormal Oprah is always reading the comments. So I love reading what you're feeling and what I'm missing in real time. Let's see if we can get back talking to whoever that deep voice was, Walter. Walter, are you still here? Walter, can you tell me how old you are? Wait, what'd you say? Walter, which one of these graves is yours? They say the middle one? Oh, that's a squirrel. That's a squirrel. Tombstone. Which one, Walter, which one of these graves is yours? Okay. So, Walter, are you the protector of all the slaves here? Former slaves? You're not slaves anymore. Excuse me. Former slaves? Walter, are you able to keep up with current times? Did you know that we had a black president? How does it make you feel seeing the progression from when you were alive to where we are today? Good. Does it make you feel like all of your hard work was not in vain? It just said help. There was a young lady that said help. Can you tell me your name? Adrian? Adrian, are you a former slave? Was not. Are you someone that's standing on the outside trying to talk? Well, Walter, I just want to let you and everyone that's buried here know that there are a lot of people that love, respect, and care about you guys. Why? Times have changed. It's not as bad as it was a long time ago when you were around. A lot of people have came around. You said you're lucky? Oh, wow. You said you're lucky. You know what, you're right. I'm lucky and blessed that I wasn't born into that. But I appreciate every ounce of work that you put in. I know it was hard. I know it was long. I know it was strenuous. Is there anything that you would want us to know now? Something about children? Are you with your loved ones on the other side? Were you able to meet your family once you passed away?
Where?
If you could come back, would you want to experience life now as a free man? Terror. If you could, would you want to come back and experience life now as a free man? Do you wish more people came here and showed respect to your grave? Would you like better headstones? Please? Okay. How does it make you feel, me being here right now? Are you proud of how far that black people have come? Yes. You're a part of history. Your work did not go unnoticed. Without y'all, it would be no us. So I appreciate each and every bit. Did any of you fight in the Civil War? Have you made friends with anyone that's buried in the cemetery outside of the 19? Is everyone peaceful on the other side? Do people still judge once you pass away? Okay. Well, I appreciate you letting me speak to you, Walter, Adrian. Anyone else that's buried here, resting here? Thank you so much for your time. Do you want more people to come back and visit you? Okay. Well, I'll make sure that I come back on behalf of the graveyard shift. Thank you.